time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Mike, sunscreen's a thing, you know, my guy. We can use it anytime we want.
I just wasn't ready for the sun, okay, guys? I was out there for 10 minutes and I looked like a lobster.
Kelly's sitting over in the weather center like, you guys.
I told you.
I can't let you pick on Mike though, because I am probably equally as sunburned. It's just not on my face. You can't see it. So
We went through a lot of months of darkness, okay, guys?
we did.
It's a tough scene. You hate to see it.
I put on sunscreen and I still fried. I was not ready. I wasn't ready for summer. Anyways, okay, we were listening to some Kelly Clarkson.
We were.
We got to talk about Kelly. She's responding to reports accusing her daytime talk show of being a toxic workplace. Is this like the Ellen Show 2.0?
Oh,
What's
man.
going on here?
Right? Isn't that the same kind of vibe you're getting? So
Yeah.
former employees are saying a toxic work environment was created by the showrunner and executive producer, and it was through bullying, verbal abuse, and it affected their mental health. And so this kind of started spreading around. People were hearing it. And when Ellen got accused of this, she just immediately denied. So we have to give Kelly Clarkson props because she addressed it and basically just said that that's not what she stands for. That's not what she's about. She's going to make sure that there's leadership training that goes into place to make sure this doesn't happen again. And that she never wants anybody to feel unheard or not respected within the show. And that she wants to keep a positive and a happy crew, especially as they make their move from the West to the East Coast.
Interesting. I guess the question I have, and what sounds different compared to the Ellen scenario, is the Ellen scenario, a lot of those comments were about Ellen, that she was a lot of the toxicity.
It was senior producers as well.
Was it? But,
Yeah.
but is there any, I'm not understanding if there's any direct, like, is anybody upset with Kelly? Or is
No,
it?
nothing that I saw said Kelly's name specifically. And obviously I don't know the behind the scenes.
Sure.
I don't know the inner workings of this, but as somebody that works in an industry that people think is quote unquote cool, there's this old mindset, especially like a decade ago, where it's like, you should just feel lucky to be here. So I wonder if that's the mentality that's still kind of going on, because you had it with Ellen, you had it allegedly with James Corden, where it's just apparently like a toxic bullying, like push environment.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of media environments can fall into that. You don't like how we do it. There's the door. There's a line of people that want your job, and that adds stress to an already stressful situation. I think, with Kelly Clarkson and with Ellen, when your name is, when it's literally your name on the show, right? When you're at the top, even if these accusations are not being funneled directly at you, the buck stops with you, right? You've got to run your ship. So and that's where, vastly different response here from Kelly to see that long statement saying that she's committed to having the kindest and best employees in the business. That's huge.
Almost immediately, too, she came out with that. There were rumors circulating before the Ellen and James Corden thing came out. But again, to Travis's point and your point, Emily, it was about Ellen and James Corden fostering those environments when there were those accusations made. Whereas Kelly Clarkson's name, other than being attached to the show, wasn't really thrown around out there.
Interesting.
Well, that's good, because she seems like such a wonderful human being, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
And I always get sad when I hear things and I'm like, oh, I thought they were really great. And then you hear stories and you're like, maybe they're not. So I'm glad that she's still,
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah.
Not canceled yet.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, Taylor Swift, there was an interesting moment caught on camera out in Philly. So she stopped a performance, well, sort of. She still continued along with the song Bad Blood, but during the song, defended some fans against a security guard that were in the front row.
Yeah, so there's a video that went viral on TikTok, and then there's also other vantage points, like different videos that are coming out now. And so what had happened, according to the people on TikTok that said that they were involved in the incident, is that they were getting too close to the barrier when they were dancing. And there was one security guard that was like, super, nuh-uh, you don't touch it. You got to step away. You got to back off. And that Taylor, from her vantage point, could see that they were just trying to dance and have a good time. And so she saw the security guard interacting with these ladies, and she just kept being like, no, leave them alone. They're having fun, kind of thing. And then she continued with her performance. One of the cool things, though, is you can tell that Taylor Swift is, in fact, singing live at her concert, though, based on the way she was able to break in on top of a vocal track, talk, and then you hear her join back in on the song. So that's what the coolest part to me is. Like, she's singing live and doing all these shows for 3 hours every night.
That's true. The video itself, which again we can't show you, we don't have the rights to, otherwise we would, is pretty interesting to watch.
Quick Google, you'll find it.
You'll find it. You'll find it quickly. And I remember hearing about it before I saw it, and my first instinct was, I mean, I don't know what's happening between the security guard and the fans, and for her to be aware of that as she's performing is incredible to me, because she must have been pretty sure of what was happening to take a break. And she makes a big point to not interrupt songs and sets because of the Swifties. Like, you know, like they paid a lot to get there.
And the whole thing, it's like a 3 hour, like the whole thing is all choreographed and coordinated, and you can't like stop. Yeah, it's interesting. I heard too that I think the Daily Mail was reporting that the fans involved in that incident, Taylor made sure that they got concert tickets to another show to be able to come back and enjoy it uninterrupted. So she's just the best.
Yeah, that's great. That's
a consummate professional. Like you guys said, she didn't even break the song. She literally went, bad blood. Hey, you, stop over there.
Yeah, she was like yelling no on beat.
Yeah.
What a musician. Anyways.
All right, guys, we got to roll. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye, Mike Allo. And you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.